It was a seminal moment across the country.
I've heard not guilty so many times, so like my mind was like, hold on, did I hear that right?
From Atlanta,
I cried, tears of joy,
to Boston.
This is a moment in history, right? That, so many people I hope look back on as a catalyst for good things to happen.
To Houston, where George Floyd grew up.
Something had to happen to make him understand that, man, you're not above the law.
Minutes before the verdict, outside the courthouse in Minneapolis, Bree Graham told us she couldn't even watch the trial.
It's been the constant trauma, and reliving it over and over and over again, and we need to see some justice to feel like we're going somewhere.
So she and others crowded around their cell phones, struggling to hear the jury's decision. And then a wave of relief sliced through the anxiety that had been tightening for almost a year. Former officer Derek Chauvin guilty on all 3 counts.
I can't believe it. There's poetry in the fact that he couldn't breathe, and it feels like we just got a breath of fresh air. Like for the first time, it feels like we can breathe.
Throughout this trial, both the prosecution and the defense had insisted that the case was about the actions of one police officer. But many in this crowd thought it was about much more than that.
I was 11 years old when Trayvon Martin was murdered, and he didn't get justice. I grew up seeing my people not get justice, and so I was scared it was just going to be the same story over and over. So for us to finally have our first victory, it's crazy.
A victory that ricocheted around the world.
I was sitting in front of the TV watching the verdict come down, and my hands started sweating, my body started shivering, and my heart started pounding because I was nervous. I was nervous because I didn't believe.
In Louisville, a city rocked by the death of Breonna Taylor, what started as relief has now turned to reflection.
I'm so surprised I ran up here. I'm shocked. Is it true though?
It's true. Guilty
okay.
on all 3 counts.
Guilty on all 3 counts, as it should be. America got it right for once.
You made a salient point in that piece, Gabe. This idea that it wasn't, for a lot of folks, just about Derek Chauvin yesterday. You've been on the ground for weeks now covering the trial. You were just a few feet away yesterday for the celebrations. What struck you most about the trial? What struck you most about the reactions to the verdict?
I think one of the main things was during opening statements when that video was played in court. So many Americans had not seen it in full, really, for so many months since last year. And then it was the testimony that over and over again, police officers were testifying against one of their own. It was really unprecedented in many ways, and it raises a lot of questions about the future of police reform. But what we heard from a lot of protesters here, Craig, and as well as we heard from the Floyd family, many of the demonstrators we spoke with said that they felt that this was not the end of something, but the beginning.
Gabe Gutierrez for us here in Minneapolis as well. Gabe, thanks. Thanks as always, buddy.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.